Okay. Now, the card on the bottom of the deck, probably not one you wanted to see today. This has to do with poverty mindset, being left out in the cold. Sometimes in our difficult times, we're focused on our difficulty and we fail to see some of the beauty around us. Doesn't mean that we're not going through some real suffering, challenging times, difficult times, but we always want to be sure that just for our own purposes of self-care, if we are struggling with health issues or any of that kind of thing, that we take a moment to smell the flowers, so to speak, or to notice the beautiful things around us. This can indicate too, for some, being left out in the cold, like getting cold-shouldered by people, or again, just kind of having a poverty mindset. So take it as it resonates. We will probably be circling back to this card because just on the face of the rest of the cards in here, it kind of doesn't. It looks like it doesn't even really fit in. So I do want to circle back, and we most likely will. But don't hold me to that. Sometimes I flake out. It is what it is. When you're in your crown chakra, sometimes you're not very well grounded, although I try. Now, we have up here the Four of Wands. This is very much about the wedding, the celebration, the good times. We see 1111, the way these poles are arranged. If you're not familiar with twin flames and 1111, I recommend that you Google that or do a YouTube search, because there's a lot of videos on 1111 and what that means metaphysically. I don't really have time to get into that here, but for some of you, this can indicate a marriage, a celebration, and so on. Could be some of your holiday celebrations, and again, some of you may be getting married. So good stuff, good for you. Or you could be in a wedding party. Again, take that as it resonates, and we'll see, right? We see here too, we've got the Strength card. This is possible Leo, but this is about gentleness, of strength and character. Like, we don't have to use brute force to be a strong person. Strength can be in our gentleness, firm resolve, even. This could, as I said, represent a Leo. We do have the figure 8 up above this person's head here. And so this does tie into strength of character, and it's a quality of soul, which is infinity itself, or part of infinity. It is endless. Right? It's part of our soul's attributes, and yours too at this time. So if you are going through some kind of hardship, know that this is about honoring your spirit, your strength of character, that this too shall pass. Having that faith that this too shall pass. Now, 9 of Pentacles is, in fact, this is a single woman, a single person. It could be a man in this position as well. But this is a single person who is surrounded in a lush garden. This is someone who is prospering materially, and they do have what is going on in that sense. So again, if we look back at this card, it could be that there may be some place where you're being spurned or shunned in some way. It may be less of an actual material poverty, and maybe more that you're seeking your tribe, I guess, your friends, your companions that are of a nature to you. People that are wiser-minded, right? People that don't want to live in the fray, but that rise above that and put principle before selfish self-interest, I should say. But this is about you kind of finding your way. And yes, you're experiencing some really lovely environments. Your home is lovely. Whatever this wedding celebration, could be your own wedding, could be somebody else's celebration just this time of year. But this is speaking to a steadiness that you've been coming from. You've been in a good place on one hand, Now, this moon card can indicate deception. This could be a Pisces or a Pisces or a Cancer zodiac sign. I say Cancer because the moon is the planetary ruler of Cancer, although this card can be associated with either one. We see the crustacean right here, which brings us back to Cancer as well. But Pisces or Cancer, so a water energy. Now, this can be about wildness. This could be about lunar phases and cycles for you. 28 27.5, 28-day cycles. This can be about feminine intuition. This can be about mental health issues or problems. This could be about deception, deceitfulness, dishonesty. Okay? Could be any number of these things. Now, I do want to jump down here to this card, which is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords can be a third-party relationship. This can be about heart chakra wounding from the past or ongoing in the present. This could be about jealousy or emotional upsets. This could be about feeling heartburn, metaphorically speaking, or even physically, literally speaking. But this can have to do with a wounding in a relationship or just maybe a difficult family situation over the holidays, too. Because again, ultimately, we're looking at some really positive stuff in your recent past, and this card here seems like it may be more of it seems more of an environmental issue than it does a home life issue. I'm not really feeling like there's a reason for you to be jealous in your relationship. Because right here at the heart, we have, this is about generosity, financial generosity, receiving a loan, receiving some kind of a handout or a charitable donation to you. This could also be about a well-balanced relationship with your partner, give and take, right? So if you have been experiencing some of this, help is on the way if you have been having some financial challenges. In your relationship, though, this issue is not about the person that you're involved with. At least it doesn't feel like that for the majority of people watching this. It doesn't feel like that. I'm almost feeling like there's some kind of negativity, gossip around the water cooler, or some sort of workplace or social life pettiness where you don't feel like you belong, and there may be people that are putting you down because they don't really understand you, because they're operating on this level and you have evolved or ascended to a higher octave of your existence on this plane. So be careful not to take it to heart. It doesn't have to keep you down, right? It doesn't have to keep you down. Excuse me, I'm having kind of a cold today. And the truth will out. This is about triumph and success and new beginnings. This, with our Page of Pentacles, shows us that you're on your way to building your material success. Now, we did see some of this in here. Even though this tends to be a single person, I kind of feel like it may be because... how do I describe what I'm feeling? It's not always easy. You're building something new, and you're going to be successful with that. This belief that you're going to be successful is going to come true. It is going to play out. And this has been because of support in your environment. Does that make sense? Like, some of you may have been experiencing material success in your environment because you're in a marriage or a relationship with a generous partner who's balancing you. And it's not that you're not leeching off this person. This is somebody that if they fell down on their luck, you would be helping them. And you're gearing up to be in a place where you're going to be able to do that. Because this Page of Pentacles, although slow moving energy, this is about the beginning of a new financial pursuit. You're going to start making some coin. And in this reciprocation energy, you'll be seeing that monetarily and not just emotionally, physically with your partner. You're building something up that's very positive. Now, we have this High Priestess energy, too. This High Priestess energy, again, she's kind of a single person. So even, I don't mean that she's single. I just mean that she's not owned by a man. Like in the very classical tradition of the Vestal Virgins, of the temples, of ancient civilizations. It's not that they were virgins in the sense we think of that. It is more that they are not, they're not owned by a man, or they're not married, or what have you. They're very much in their own personhood, but they're also very intuitive and very spiritual. This is a feminine archetype as well. This is kind of, Diana, the huntress, virgin goddess. This woman's less of a huntress, though, and more of the wise counsel you would seek at the temple in female form. More than a nun, she is a priestess. She's actually performing rites and ceremonies in her own right. Knowledge of the old traditions and ways, balance of the yin-yang, night and day type energies. Feminine, we have the pomegranate behind her, and we have a moon up here and at her feet as well. This is someone very connected with her spirituality and her intuition. So she's very much a part of that. And this may either inform her business decisions or relate to her business decisions. This is alternative healers starting out in their own business or practice. And having the sense of knowledge and this ability to get it going. Victory and success that is coming from divine help and source. Be sure that you're checking in. If this is you, be sure you're checking in with your internal. Be sure that you are healing. If you're feeling badly, that you're not, I want to say pulling your own freight, but I don't mean to imply that in a negative way. I know sometimes people feel bad, like, if I'm not making enough money and if my partner has to help me out, then that means that I'm bad in some way. I don't mean that. There's a progression here, though, from this type of luxury to being able to apply your knowledge set. And part of that is working through this self, working through the negative tapes that are playing through your head to get past this heart wounding, because it's going to hold you back ultimately. You want to be able to be genuine and kind to yourself. Never say anything to yourself that you would not want somebody else to say to your 4-year-old child, right? And seriously, don't say anything to yourself you would not want said to your 4-year-old child by somebody other than yourself. Now, I've been phrasing it that way. The saying is, don't say anything you wouldn't say to your own 4-year-old. But any number of people say awful things to their 4-year-old. That's why we all have baggage, right? So I guess the point I'm trying to make there is, if I can't say it to your 4-year-old, sure don't be saying it to you, right? Learn to self-care in that way. Check your expectations and beliefs about things, because that can get in your way as well. And this sense of deception or what have you with the moon, that could be you almost playing games on yourself and feeding into this heart thing. Because again, having an expectation that's not a realistic expectation given your situation is only going to hurt you in the long run. So now, we did get a jumper, so let me pull that out for you. I'm working with the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards here today, as well as the Rider-Waite Tarot. And this card is Navigating by the Stars. Follow your bliss. See, this is going to tie right back to the High Priestess in the Page of Pentacles. Trust your gut. Have faith that a higher power is directing your life. Believe. Allow your life decisions to be dictated by what opens your heart and by what brings you joy. Relax. Be patient. Follow your bliss. Your life is divinely guided. All is going according to a wonderful plan for your life. Be confident that all is well. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know sometimes you can't see the road ahead, but when you become still, you can feel the right way to go. It's like navigating by the stars. You might not be able to see every detail of the path in your life, but when you trust the light of the stars, your silent spirit guardians, and the joy of your guiding North Star to navigate in the darkness, in the morning light you find yourself at the right place and the right time. Again, this is about trusting in your intuition to lead you to that thing which will begin to grow your business and to create that sort of enterprise that you've been looking to do. You will have the truth, and that insight will be coming to you in the form of this Ace of Swords knowledge and wisdom. So be sure that you're checking in. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by the moon. Rather, recognize it for what it is. It's part of the mystery, the unknown mystery that occurs. And be sure that you're doing your grounding, your meditation, and your other exercises to keep you focused where you need to be focused. Let go of prejudicial thinking that you may be imposing on yourself based on expectations that may not be realistic in all situations at all times. With that in mind, Sagittarius, I wish you a very, very happy New Year.